What celebrities are making true art? Except Kim Kardashian. If you're analysing like porn and sex tapes as art,
as one does,
that's Marina Abramovich. Right there.
One more time, just to see the sound waves. Could you introduce yourself to me, please?
Hi, I'm George Ruskin.
Perfect.
I'm a professional podcast
guest. Yeah, a guest solely.
I'm here to launch my podcast guest career.
I would like to be invited on more podcasts.
I am sick of making my own shit.
No matter what's the last thing you made?
Harassment architecture is the only thing I've ever made.
That was a good piece, though.
That's why I retired straight away.
Peaked.
It was half decent.
It was good. It was good.
Thank you.
No, yeah, don't be British about it.
But I still call myself a documentary maker.
You've made one.
I've made one.
That makes sense.
That's one more than quite a lot of people.
Most people, I would say.
Yeah.
Because that doesn't count when you make like a documentary about your niece who did like a play school or something. That's just holiday.
Yeah, that's home videos.
No, what?
What's home videos? If you're making a video about your niece, that's for family consumption, hopefully.
Family consumption.
Yeah.
I don't like the phrasing of that. For the video about my niece is purely for
family consumption. Well, it's all about how you say it. Anyway, I don't make home videos. Yeah.
Yet.
The only content I make at home are screenshots of QR codes.
For what?
For whatever I need to be doing with the QR code.
Do you send the QR codes to people?
So, for example, if you're going to an event on Dice, what are you doing? Number one. No, so you've kind of been peer pressured by your friends to go to something because you're on Dice making a purchase in the first place. So that's happened. You've then got the fucking QR code because you've spent like 60 quid on this event you don't want to go to.
Yeah, and it's in a parking lot.
It's in a parking lot, but you got to do the screenshot.
Okay.
But then if your phone packs up, you're not getting in because it's like, biometric security now to go to like Fold or whatever.
I think I finally understand what you meant by like I need my QR codes.
Yeah, exactly. Surveillance state
is what you meant.
Is what I came here to talk about.
Nice.
Exactly. It's true though. Yeah. Honestly, it's like, and to bring this to our friend today, whose book we're promoting.
This young new author we want to talk about. And it's so nice to be able to platform queer authors. Finally,
the first ever example of queer art.
He looks history. Like that's a first lady portrait.
It is. It's pre Jackie Kennedy first lady. Like,
because the outfit.
Eleanor Roosevelt. Over there, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, charity begins in small places close to home.
And you can it kind of implies she's rather busty.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah. And the kind of the back, the arched back, the rack,
the arch back. she's posing for the portrait.
Like, look at this. It's like. I don't get the cutout.
No.
Sure, the chest is popping.
Yeah.
The hair's glossy.
The hair is laid.
It's giving. It's Oscar Wilde, baby.
I know. Died in Paris.
Just the most iconic figure, in my opinion, of the 19th century, without a shadow of a doubt.
I really wanted to hear your transition from it, 'cause we just started talking about how busty she looked. And you're like, to bring Oscar Wilde into this, to the surveillance state?
To give her flowers, surveillance state.
Bring it home.
Bring it home. So surveillance, I think, is a big theme in Picture of Dorian Gray.
I would agree.
Because he is
Sorry, I sounded so lame.
I agree.
Yeah.
I was like, brilliant.
Thank you for your contribution.
Work here is done. And this is like top of the head stuff. Surveillance being constant. It's a constant feeling of being perceived and
surveilled
perceiving.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to find synonyms for surveillance.
Thank fuck it's top of the head.
If you're watching this podcast, you probably know what surveillance means, so I don't need to drill into that. But the picture itself is a form of soul surveillance, right?
Do you know what's really funny? There was just a bunch of followers a couple weeks ago, and I realized it's all friends of my mom who do not speak English that well. So no, you might. And hey, keep in mind, by the way, they're not watching. They're just following.
It's background noise.
Yeah.
It's background noise.
Not even. They're just looking at the screenshots like, he looks different. I'm like, ooh, tattoos.
Surveillance. That's everything is surveillance. Everything is surveillance.
The flock cameras lately. We can't.
QR codes, fan cams. If you were to rewrite the Picture of Dorian Gray in 2026, you would be talking Meta glasses. You would be talking OnlyFans, probably. Like, do you know what I mean? Bonnie Blue as Dorian Gray. Like, how to put this without getting cancelled?
I think don't make this your fear. Actually, can you run me through the parallels between Bonnie Blue and Dorian Gray?
So, number 1, blonde. Number 2, I feel like a childhood of tragedy. And I don't actually know for sure about Bonnie Blue.
Just a vibe you're getting.
But I'm picking up that vibe. And I think she's from like Derbyshire or something. So it probably wasn't great.
Blonde, tragic childhood.
Derbyshire. And to his stately home, the name of which I can't actually remember. But the one where, obviously they go to, and then Sybil Vane's brother, James Vane, gets shot.
Bonnie Blue style.
Back shots.
James Vane back shot.
In the middle. And I think this stately home is in Derbyshire or something like that.
Fair enough.
But actually, on a side note, it's actually really interesting. There's what's known as the OnlyFans arc.
There's an OnlyFans arc in the UK.
In the UK, and it's in Derbyshire. And it's kind of, it's an arc through, I guess it's the Peak District or something. So you've got Bonnie Blue, Lily Phillips, who's like essentially poor man's Bonnie Blue. Bonnie Blue's like, I'm going to fuck 1,000 men today. Lily Phillips is like, I'm going to be fucked up the arse by 1,001 men today, minus 1 hour. And it's just like, it's an arms race.
Yeah.
For the number of dicks you can get inside you.
Yeah.
Look, we've all got to make a living. And, it's working for them.
Good for them.
But no, there's this arc because they come from villages that are, I think, about like 10 miles away from each other or something. And there's other kind of lesser OnlyFans people.
Imagine.
From that iceberg. And loads of them are from the OnlyFans arc. It's incredible.
It's beautiful.
But actually, there's another podcast whose name I can't remember. We'll drop it in the show notes if I can remember what it is.
Who is
we? Yeah. And basically, they broke it down as a kind of post-deindustrialization kind of analysis in this OnlyFans arc, because Derbyshire used to be, like super industrialized mills, factories, in this period in the 19th century.
That's so cool. We can always blame Thatcher.
Exactly. So Margaret Thatcher caused the OnlyFans arc.
I love this show.
Oh my God, do you want to know another crazy story about Derbyshire and that kind of part of the country? Do you know Mick Hucknall?
No.
Crazy name. He is the band Simply Red.
Okay.
From the 1980s. He was the lead singer. And he did like, If You Don't Know Me By Now. And loads of like cheesy hits.
That was beautiful.
Rumour has it that if you are born between Liverpool and Newcastle, in like between the years of 1985 and like 1997 or something, there's something insane like a 47% chance that your dad is Mick Hucknall, because he was like Viking style, going from like village to village,
banging people,
like
Genghis Khan.
Yeah, exactly. He's the Genghis Khan of the Midlands. It's insane. It's insane. Like, again,
what is going on in Derbyshire?
I think very little, and that's the issue, And he's ginger, so like there's like a cluster of there's an kind of naturally high number of ginger kids born in that period.
That's so fucking funny.
So it's a crazy part of the world, genuinely. There should be more research into what's going on there.
Documentaries.
Documenting. Oh my god. Oh my god. We're so back.
I love that you brought this copy. Seriously. And you said you got this as like a school prize?
I think it might actually be in the. It's got like look at this.
Eastbourne College,
George Ruskin is awarded
the French Lower Sixth Achievement Prize. That sounds like an insult. Lower Sixth? Did you type
just to prove to the camera, like this was an award.
This was earned. Who signed it?
The headmaster.
T&M Lawson.
T&M Lawson. Fun fact, he's Nigella Lawson's brother.
You're kidding. You are entrenched in the British tapestry in a way that I'm
in it.
Yeah, I'm truly in awe out. Nigella like microwave?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Our brother. This book is just something that I have carted around for years. And it's just like when I was 18, first at uni, this was kind of like, set dressing, right? You have a fucking hardbound cover book of Dorian Gray. Who do you think you are?
No, I just need to run that back. So you went to uni.
Yeah.
Uni dorms. Like you had your room.
Yes.
No furnishing, because straight out of high school.
Yeah, single bed.
Yeah. Empty desk.
Sink in the room.
And Eleanor Roosevelt. Staring at you.
As fuckbait. In my first year room, like
asking for advice.
Yeah, do you want to see my do you
want to see my picture of Dorian Gray? I met this really cute guy. He showed me his tome.
Exactly, and I achieved something. It says so in the first page. It's an achievement.
I have proof.
I printed and signed proof of achievement in lower sixth
by the brother of.
We're not the same.
Know your place. But quick summary of The Picture of Dorian Gray, which is the book you've chosen today. A handsome young man named Dorian Gray wishes to stay young forever. His wish comes true when a painted portrait of him begins to mysteriously age in his place. Guided by the hedonistic ideas of his friend, Lord Henry, Dorian goes on to live a selfish life that ruins the people around him. And every time he commits some act of cruelty or selfishness, it is the portrait that withers, while Dorian himself remains physically flawless. Why did you pick this book?
It's not that I relate to it.
Right.
It's that there are certain parts of it that I find highly aspirational, and there are certain parts of it that are grotesque. And that narrow pathway is where I'm most stimulated, I'd say.
Where you thrive. Where I thrive. When you're like, this is glorious, this is grotesque.
Yeah, for the glorious and the grotesque is like either side.
The glorious.
You don't want to tip into Well, exactly.
The glorious and the grotesque. I'll let you pick.
Yeah, that's the like Patreon only spin-off series, I think. I think it's important at this point to address the elephant in the room. The fact that it is potentially the most misogynistic work of literature ever written.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the Premier League of misogyny.
Professional stuff.
This for like Andrew Tate is like the ancient text.
Also makes him seem like a baby.
It permeates the whole text. It's a serious point, and it's kind of breathtaking. His ability to so deftly espouse the most eloquent but absolutely like degrading misogyny when there's no woman in the room. So much of it is the pseudo philosophy with which Oscar Wilde spoke about everything, and Lord Henry is just Oscar Wilde in character. Part of it is the kind of the queerness that runs through it. And so much of...
Because nobody will be more misogynistic than a gay man.
To this day, by the way. Mm-hmm. And that's after, like, women nursed us on our deathbeds during AIDS. So, like, it's...
But hey, I didn't ask for it. Let me die.
Yeah, let me go, girl. Yeah, just let me go. Stop giving me a fucking sponge bath. I'm out. That would be Oscar Wilde, The misogyny, number one, it was an incredibly misogynistic society anyway. And then Oscar Wilde is like, I see that kind of groundswell of misogyny and I raise you like 100,000 times more. And it serves absolutely no purpose to the plot.
Just for fun.
The most important female character is obviously Sybil Vane.
It's so funny when Sybil dies And Lord Henry's response to a heartbroken Dorian Gray is like, great.
Brilliant.
Amazing. Isn't it?
This is actually cum, if you think about it.
Actually,
no woman's killed herself over me, so like
you're
for
winning.
This is like a huge compliment.
This is a huge win for you.
Yeah.
And I know her family is devastated, but for you, this is big. Congrats.
This is big. This is big as it gets. This is the big leagues.
You've made it. You've made a woman kill herself for you.
I've taught you well. My work here is done. It's fucked. Like, it genuinely is. And I think that is the point where you kind of lose any sort of feeling of rooting for either of them. Is
Yeah, because there is a brief moment where he could be human, where he does feel remorse for all this, and he's like, oh, look at the consequences of my action.
Yeah.
And then comes Henry being like, no, girl, you nailed it.
exactly.
That was just
Didn't you get my note? Did you get the champagne I sent?
yeah, I knew you'd make it big one day. I know you'd do it.
You know, but it's
Hey, Queen.
Basil and Lord Henry is, you know, so much of it is now cliched because it's so, all of Oswald's work is so influential. But it's the devil and the angel on the shoulder. You've got Basil, who's this kind of dry, very good, very ethical person who Oscar Wilde clearly absolutely despises. You know, the way he's dispensed of. You know, he's this great artist and does this great work, which is the Picture of Dorian Gray that he paints.
Of mystical qualities.
Of mystical qualities, right? So like he's a magician. You know, he's not in art, transcends the laws of physics and becomes magic. So he should be the most interesting character in the whole book, but he's not. And Lord Henry and through Oscar Wilde's narration as well, they keep returning to this point where you can either be a really interesting person or be a really good artist. You can't be both. And maybe, you know, I took some comfort with that with my one documentary ever. I'm like, yeah, that's so true. That's why I produce nothing.
I've produced one document so I can be interesting.
Yeah.
I choose myself.
I choose myself.
I choose.
And there is actually a lovely section at the end.
Wait.
Let me pull out this section because I think this is...
Go for it. Do you want to know the notification I just got on my phone? Which is from TikTok and says verbatim, hey, Miss Diva Bob just published a new video. Check it out.
Who's Miss Diva Bob?
It's literally this woman whose entire gimmick is that she got a bob. And it's she looks cunty as hell in it, but her entire videography is her dancing to the same song and making the bob move.
Is it Rachel Reeves?
Yes.
No, she's out of a job.
That is the next budget meeting look.
She got a bob installed and then tanked the economy.
Cunty.
So cunty.
Cunty.
So
I got a
cunty.
bob and I tanked the UK economy. That's a hero. She destroyed the empire.
Oscar Wilde would love her.
He would.
He would love. That'd be the one woman he wouldn't tear to shreds.
Too much respect.
Too much respect.
You're like, you know what? You nailed that one. Imagine if everybody in the UK government or like the justice system, instead of having to wear the crusty flat wig, they had to have a bob.
Yes. That would clear the backlogs so fast.
So, because I think there is something that possesses you when you wear like a really cunty black bob. You're like, I see the truth.
Yeah, you're closest to God. The higher the bob, the higher to God, closer to God. The higher the end of the bob, the closer to God.
So it just ends here like a taper fade.
Yeah, so like what's he called from Shrek? Farquaad.
No, that one is here.
Oh, is it there?
Yeah. It's a lob.
It's a lob.
I hate the word lob.
The 2000s have a lot to answer for.
Yeah.
Also, I just hated the lob anyway because it's like shit will get off the pot. Like, are you Amelie or are you Amy?
Whoa.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, pick a side, lean in, both are fine.
But
don't
pick one. Yeah.
don't half-ass. No one's impressed.
No one's
You look
noticing.
like an anti-vaxxer.
That's a lob.
Oh my god, that is a lob.
Did you say you look like an anti-vax?
Wait, it's Rachel Reeves actually. It's from this angle.
Do I not know what Rachel Reeves looks like?
I think actually I don't know what she looks like.
Actually, no.
I need to remind myself.
I know exactly what happened in my brain. I've been confusing her with, for some reason, Suella Braveman.
Oh my god.
No correlation.
No correlation.
Absolutely not.
Actually, they've both got bobs, I think. That's for another podcast as well. I can't find this section. But essentially, I will praise it. Going back to the point that interesting people don't make art and people that make great art are not interesting.
I mean, I hear that a lot about celebrities, for example. Like, I hear...
Yeah, but what celebrities are making true art? Except Kim Kardashian.
Okay, maybe not, actually. I was going to high-five you and then...
The Ray J tape.
Actually...
So if you're analyzing like porn and sex tapes as art,
as one does,
that's Marina Abramovich, right there. Because again, surveillance. It was a sting set up by Kris Jenner.
Sting took the video.
Sting, yes, Sting was in that.
Sting, the singer. The fuck are you talking?
Yeah, that was the director's cut.
The DOP. The DOP. Can I get some lights on there? I mean, you know what? I'll lean in if you can't.
A sting operation, if you will.
And I will. I
will. Will you?
I will. Yeah, I will. Yeah, let's get brunch later. I will. And to be fair, now that you mention it, I do think
it's quite Dorian Gray-esque in lots of ways. The Kim Kardashian story.
It is,
but that's for another podcast.
I love the idea of you saying that at the end of everything you say. Like starting a line of thought and then going, but that's for another podcast. What is for this one then? Damn.
Bitch, I don't know.
Actually, you know what?
Yeah.
One of my favorite part is the way Lord Henry described Basil compared to Dorian Gray. Because at one point, Dorian Gray is his model for the painting. And he is deeply, deeply entranced in love with the image of him, at least. And he says to Lord Henry, there's so much, I can't show this portrait to people because there's so much of me in it. And Lord Henry, who is considering, frankly, Basil ugly, goes like, what? Because what Basil means is that there's my emotions are showing through the way I painted this, with the reverence with which I painted this. And it goes, upon my words, Basil, I really can't see any resemblance between you, with your rugged, strong face and your coal-black hair, and this young Adonis, who looks as if he was made out of ivory and rose leaves. Why, my dear Basil, he is a narcissus, and you... Well, of course you have an intellectual expression and all that, but real beauty ends where an intellectual expression begins. Intellect is in itself a mode of exaggeration and destroys the harmony of a face. The moment one sits down to think, one becomes all nose or all forehead or something horrid. Look at the successful men in any of the learned professions, how perfectly hideous they are, except, of course, in the church. But then in the church, they don't think. Page 6. Cunty.
It's like straight out the traps with that trademark Oscar Wilde viral quotes that still, are just in the public, in the kind of public imagination and the lexicon, combined with catty social analysis, contemporary social analysis, combined with homoeroticism layered on top of a little jab at the church. Everything is constructed to just be this really dense kind of sandwich of humor, philosophy,
pettiness,
commentary. Yeah, it's a cathedral of storytelling. Everything's so layered and intricate, and there's little reliefs of faces in the masonry and arches upon arches and dummy arches, and there's
through architecture.
The bones of the building, as I understand architecture, in Gothic architecture, for the first time they had the ability to turn the weight-bearing structures of a building into something really beautiful. So you get like a fan-vaulted ceiling and things like that. I think that's how Oscar Wilde writes stories. There's load-bearing plot devices and important narration and important scene descriptions, but they're dressed up in such a beautiful way. The construction as a whole is like Notre Dame Cathedral, but it's a functioning building, it's a functioning story in this case at the same time.
It's a work of art. It's absolutely, and also the fact that there was something really pleasant about reading a more open and overt admiration from a man to another man, and also it being given the reverence and poetry that you see, I think, so scarcely because it wasn't allowed.
And this was written at the height of Oscar Wilde's pomp. He was so close to his downfall, which led to prison time and
We
then
would have
being
had
exiled.
Where was he exiled to? Paris?
Paris, yeah. So he went to. So he had a love affair with an aristocrat's son, and the aristocratic father. The father put a stop to it. Oscar Wilde tried to sue this aristocratic lord for libel. It backfired. Oscar Wilde ended up being arrested, prosecuted, and sentenced for, whatever it was called, indecency or immorality or whatever.
Faggotry.
Went to Reading to go to jail. Like, he hadn't suffered enough already. He had to go to Reading.
I've never been to Reading.
Don't.
Don't need to visit.
I wouldn't rush there.
There's so many. Rush, yeah, is a strong word.
Which you can now do on the Elizabeth line. But I think that's the flow of traffic. I suspect is probably the other way. But I could be wrong about that. Anyway, he went to Reading jail. Was released. His reputation was totally destroyed. He's not officially exiled, but he goes into self-imposed exile. He
when I'm having a fit. I was like, no, I'm going.
I'm going.
Yeah, you guys.
I'm fucking off.
Yeah,
you guys clearly hate me, so I'm just gonna.
Yeah, I hate that.
It's fine.
Okay, so everybody hates me, so I'm going.
I'm just gonna go.
Yeah.
Not that anyone will notice or care.
Yeah.
That was him on the cross-channel ferry to Dieppe.
To anybody who would hear it. Anybody who's like, hey, by the way, I got exiled. I was like, really? He was like, yeah, they didn't want me there.
Yeah. It was my choice, but basically I had no choice.
Mm-hmm.
I jumped before I was pushed.
I took control of the narrative. I released
PR,
a statement.
yeah. Oh my god, PR would have a field day with Oscar Wilde in this period. Can you imagine trying to mop up the PR mess that he left in London? Then went to Paris, got syphilis and died very quickly. A really tragic end, but a kind of PR girlie's dream. Can you imagine having to mop that up? Where would you begin?
Yeah.
What podcast would he be going on? What brand deals would he be doing on Instagram?
What podcast would he?
I don't know. I think he'd go one of two ways. Either he'd go like Russell Brand, born again Christian.
No, he had such a disdain for the truth. There's no truly. Also,
yeah, but so did Russell Brand, probably. Get out of jail free card. Just become an evangelical Christian on the Piers Morgan show.
You know what? Because he knew he would make money out of that.
So either it'd be like Joe Rogan, or he'd do like GK Barry or something.
I think it's gonna be hard
Call
to.
me daddy. He would love that. Chicken shop date. He'd definitely do chicken shop date.
He would have a
He'd
YouTube
eat
channel.
that up.
He would love Amelia. Just would you date? He would be so misogynistic to her.
100%.
He would be like, so would you date me? And he would unleash truly the most vile string of words put to me. Like
the Lord Henry special would rain down on her in Morley's and New Cross.
comparisons the like of which you've not seen since the witch trials.
Combinations of words never before spoken, except in the Infinite Monkey Cage. Like, crazy. Oh, do you know what else he'd do? He'd do cameos. He would so do cameos. And they'd be like £400 each, and you'd pay it for it.
He would be a guest on Drag Race.
Yeah, do you think?
Drag Race UK. They had...
Okay, fair.
Cut that.
Bonnie Blue collab.
But he's just commenting. He's on the cock chair.
Oh my god. But it's like a director's cock chair. Action.
He's like, actually, I'll do it. I like this one. I'll do it. Hey, Bonnie, tap me in.
Yeah. Take 5, honey.
Like in wrestling, we're like, tap me in.
Oscar Wilde tag teaming Bonnie Blue.
Yeah.
On OnlyFans.
WWE style.
Like, everyone's flinging themselves. Everyone is crying the whole time. No one's saying anything. And another thing I've noticed.
Gay people.
There's gays everywhere. What's that? No, fingers. Everyone's got long fingers. He's obsessed with long fingers.
Wonder why. Ask yourself that.
Honey.
Do we know why?
Like one short fingernail. You know, lesbians have one short fingernail.
I got that. But like...
one long finger, I don't know.
Probably all of them. I don't know. Doesn't need to, because he doesn't need to have nails.
Manicured hands.
I got a manicure for the first time. It's not worth it.
Did you?
Ages ago, you can't see it. And it was also a clear. Okay, relax.
Did you keep the receipt? What? Did you get a manicure?
No, it was literally down the block. It was not worth it. It was a clear coat. It's gone now. Stop looking at it.
Yeah, I can't stop looking. When was this?
I want to say like a month and a half ago.
Did you get it for like relaxation purposes? Or
No, I got it
for the look.
No, I've never done anything for the look. You can tell. You've known me long enough.
Go. Where do I start? No, but Sammy, what I love about it is you just so happily and frequently open yourself up to the worst criticism. It's like almost like masochistic the way that you do that. Like I love that you just like go bring it on.
I think humor is a team sport.
You can't always do the setups. You're always crossing in, and I'm just like heading into the back of the net the whole time.
At one point you're gonna have to try and score yourself, man. That's not.
No, but I'm sorry. But when you were moving house and you made the mistake of telling me all the shit artwork came with the flat, all the nice stuff is coming with me. What were you thinking?
And then you came to me with every artwork to ask, so did this one come with the flat?
I assume this was with the flat.
So I can just put it directly in the trash, right? And I was like, no,
I spent £400 framing that.
Just a frame, by the way. Just a frame. The actual painting was like £20.
With like some stock picture of like a family in it.
And it's just like the back of a man.
You cannot invite me to do art criticism so frequently and so brutally in such what is already quite a fraught situation, because packing up your house is stressful.
Also, no matter the situation, no matter how dire, you will make the exact same comment that if it was the lightest, like I would be on death's door, like 1 day away from the electric chair, and you'll be visiting me during the last meal and be like, "You sure you want to eat that? Are you gonna wear that?
What'd you pick that for? You know, it's your last meal.
That's your last meal. Why are you eating like that?" It's like, ooh, do you know it's gonna be televised, right? Okay.
Honey, do you get makeup for like public executions?
No. I'm gonna Hey, you know what? I'm gonna go out on a limb.
Are you gonna say? Are you going no? No, but like glam squad.
I don't think you can invite the glam squad before your execution.
But why? Because I always think it's weirdly like really nice and humane, the last meal thing. So like you'd think that would be extended to like a massage. Do you know what I mean? Like if it's a public execution, like a haircut.
Maybe you can trade. Maybe you can be like, okay, I won't do the last meal, but can I get the last glam? Can I get a last bob?
Yeah, can my meal be a massage?
Imagine
last bob. Oh my god.
No, wait.
Imagine. It's like instead of sending in the priest, send in the hairdresser.
Send in Cynthia.
Your final rights to a bob.
She knows my texture. She knows. Send in Cynthia. Call her. She doesn't know I'm getting executed. She's having a lovely meal with her family. Right. Send in the squad. Imagine 4 like police officers coming to your house and be like, "So one of your clients is getting executed. They've requested the last bob." It's like jury duty.
Yeah, you can't deny it.
You can't. Yeah, it's like,
unless there's a conflict of interest.
Yeah, like unless somehow
Sweeney Todd style. I don't know.
Your head.
Something I'd like to ask you is: are there sections of this that you just found really boring? Your mind was wandering. You were kind of skimming over. Were there sections that you just kind of thought, okay, we get the point. Can we move this along?
Oh, actually, I remember exactly. There is a point where Lord Henry goes on one of his monologues that he does not believe in about like everybody should just be making mistakes and nobody should believe anything they say. And if you're lying, then you're telling the truth, kind of bullshit. And after the like 7th monologue of Henry about something insane and inane, I was like, okay, girl, we get it.
Yeah, playing the fucking devil's advocate again. I find the bits I found less thrilling were the, I guess, ensemble scenes of the great and the good at these dinner parties, and written almost like a script, the conversations they were having line by line, and this kind of witty repartee between Lord Henry and some other guest. And
yeah, I quite like that.
I found it a bit Jane Austen-esque, and that's
do you know?
No, I don't. any sort of Regency literature, I just switch off.
Why not?
I find monologue and dialogue quite boring in large quantities in literature, personally.
That's fascinating.
I'm much more interested in... This is why I love Maupassant, and the Picture of Dorian Gray does Gray, Freudian slip.
Not wrong.
The Picture of Dorian Gray...
Top or bottom, you think? Dorian Gray.
Dorian Gray.
Yeah.
Ooh, I think verse bottom.
Like, gun to his head, he would.
I think...
But...
No, I think gun to his head, he would top.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Because I think when he goes off to, you know, these opium dens in, like, round here, basically.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
the
Dean Street.
Docklands,
Yeah. Outside Franco Manca.
Yeah, exactly. Doing a photo dump and some sort of other dump, I'm sure. You know, I reckon he takes out the arse. Let's be...
You think so? Because he is the one that is usually seducing those men. So in my... Well... That makes sense, actually.
In a kind of quite siren-y way.
That is very true.
He's got this beauty, and he espouses taste and quality and luxury, and he, like the sirens in the Odyssey, lures these people, these quite naive, vulnerable people, to the rocks of, you know, social ruin.
Yeah, and also...
And he's also kind of evil. And what's more evil than being a verse bottom?
What's more evil than being a verse bottom? No, I'm trying.
The silence speaks volumes. But on this point, I think Dorian Gray himself, it's almost impossible to kind of analyze him as a character. You know, he's more of a device, a plot device, because he's so ethereal and ephemeral to the action of the book. Like, what the plot is, the people that he influences normally meet horrible ends.
Yeah.
Rather than being the protagonist, he's kind of a main character antagonist, but not even really, like, because he's his own antagonist at the same time.
He's almost a force of nature.
Force of nature. And the fact he kills himself by stabbing the portrait, you know, to go back to the point about Maupassant, it's more magical realism, I'd say. And those dinner party scenes that I was talking about earlier, they speak to me much more like the sort of cut and thrust dialogue of the balls you would get in Northanger Abbey, for example, and the kind of witty riposte and all that kind of thing. I'm much more interested in the kind of darker, descriptive undercurrents. Maupassant wrote an amazing short story called Le Orla, which is a well-to-do gentleman, like most of Oscar Wilde's protagonists, lives by the Seine, I think, and a ship passes, and this kind of spirit jumps off the ship from the river into his garden, and he just starts to lose his mind, basically, in a similar way to Dorian Gray, and he ends up burning his house down to kill this spirit, and he forgets that his servants are still sleeping in the attic space.
Okay, maybe I shouldn't have made like a gay boots joke about that. Because you said burning the house down, I went boots, and you're like, yeah, and then the servants died.
The servants screamed.
Yeah. The children, all
death
of them.
Drop. Trying to escape. But also, it was a drop to their death, rather.
It's a dip.
A dip. Safety dip. 4 floors down.
10. Also, why do you think Henry and Dorian never fucked?
I don't know if Henry's into it. I think Henry, the homoeroticism is between Basil and Dorian, and I think that's why it ends with Dorian murdering Basil, is because that is the only acceptable endpoint for such a plot line of a book of this age. I think the Henry Dorian relationship starts off like kind of older brother, younger brother, and I don't think there's necessarily physical attraction. I think they bring out the worst in each other, and we've all had friends like that. You know, you're kind of obsessed with each other, but you're actually really bad for each other at the same time. I think it's that kind of relationship. and then you appear on podcasts together.
It was one of the funniest part to me. Dorian Gray expects to meet Lord Henry, meets his wife. And this interaction, the wife opens the door and goes, "You thought it was my husband. It is only his wife. You must let me introduce myself. I know you quite well by your photographs. I think my husband has got 17 of them."
That is insane. 17 photos.
And
of
also
your friend.
photos at the time. This is like his tattoo magazine of the time. You know what I mean? Never marry at all, Dorian. Men marry because they are tired. Women because they are curious. Both are disappointed. What the fuck do you mean?
Yeah, literally, what the hell does that mean?
You know what? It's good that he went to jail. I understand society sucked. The world should have never made you that angry. That is really, 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 really sad. That you also sucked a little bit.
Oh, 100%. He was... and there's a very good film that documents the end of Oscar Wilde's life with Rupert Everett. It's called The Happy Prince, and it just shows one awful person. He was quite a Dorian Gray figure. You know, there's strong autobiographical elements of this book.
My dear boy, no woman is a genius. Women are a decorative sex. They never have anything to say, but they say it charmingly. Women represent the triumph of matter over mind, just as men represent the triumph of mind over morals.
It's unbelievable. And what I would be interested to know is just how extreme this was for for the contemporary kind of body of work. Was this, even for the times, quite an extreme amount of misogyny? Because it is to our minds, but I don't know.
I don't think so, because we're not that far from considering women objects at the time. So if anything, the fact that he puts them below men but still above a couch, so that's progress.
That's something. It's heading in the right direction. And it's not just misogyny, there's horrific racism in works of the period. What stands out to me in Dorian Gray, there's not kind of a misogynistic worldview that then informs the plot of Dorian Gray. There's no need for it. I guess it's attempts at humor, maybe. I don't know. I should think, it's outrageous. It's newspaper columnist.
He would have done stand-up comedy.
He would
have done TikTok. Women, am I right?
No, he'd have done TikTok comedy during COVID. What did you think of the ending?
Do you know why it's a perfectly fitting end?
I'm not sure it is. In my opinion, I'm not sure, because I get it. Like it's a Faustian pact that he's struck.
No, I was gonna say, gay guy who does too much ends up dying. Classic. We've seen it happen all the time.
What's he called, that US Senator? Leslie.
I was gonna say Leslie Jordan.
Lindsey Graham.
Lindsey Graham. Yeah,
another short gay American guy who's dead.
Dorian Gray of our time. Gray. What was he called?
Dorian Gray of Capitol Hill. Lindsey Graham.
No, the insect he was called after. The ladybug.
Wait, did you tell me that?
I think I did.
Because that was at the pub the other night.
Yeah.
That was like early on as well. That was
your
icebreaker.
Yeah. Two of your friends I've never met before. Anyway, the ladybug. It's like, hi Olivia.
You did that classic thing of like, oh, he's called the ladybug, but I'm not going to tell you why it's disgusting. And I'm like, well, you've now got to tell us. Like,
I warned you. I warned you.
That is very Lord Henry of you. Dangling information, like distressing information in front of people. And then forcing them to ask for it. Because
then it's not my fault.
Yeah, exactly. You kind of tease it. And I'm not going to tell you. And then you just force someone to ask for it. Mm-hmm. The ending, there's really not a guiding moral figure. I guess the closest would be Basil, but he's so boring and forgettable that when he comes back briefly before he's murdered, and even the way he dies is so boring. He gets stabbed in the neck and just slumps back in a chair.
How do you want to die?
I want to be stabbed in the neck and jump on the table or something. I don't know.
Same thing, but better.
Yeah.
It's like, I want to die exactly, like just to rub it in his face in the afterlife. I was like, I did the same thing, but I did a flip.
Yeah, I learned from your mistakes.
Loser.
Yeah, exactly. Because you probably got 5 seconds. Like jump through the window.
You probably got 5 seconds. Girl, do something.
Yeah, exactly. Have fun with it.
Yeah. Make a moment. Take the stage. You have 5 seconds. Hit a note.
Of the deaths, right? You got 3 major deaths in this book.
Yeah.
Sybil Vane, number 1.
How did she die again?
She poisons herself after deliberately acts really badly, and then he tells her she was shit, and then she kills herself. Iconic.
And Dorian being like, she's such a shit actress. I need to leave her.
He got the ick because she was such a shit actor.
That's so funny because it's the night he brought his friend for the first time.
know.
And it's you meeting your friend's partner who's like, she's transcendent. She's not acting.
And
she
it's
is.
like a weeknight and you go to a theatre and you don't want to go.
You're so tired.
And then she's shit. And also you paid like £80 for the ticket.
You really, the wine in a can.
Wine in the can, leaving at the interval.
It's so nice to leave at the interval. The
I've
freedom.
actually never done it.
That really doesn't match with your character at all. Maybe you've never, to be fair, maybe you've never been to a play you had doubts about.
No, and if it has been bad, it's been entertainingly so bad that I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. What's the most boring play you've ever seen?
I've actually stayed the whole time because it was kind of a black box theater and you couldn't really leave without literally walking around all three sides of the theater. And I wasn't going to do that.
Like a student, like on stage.
And the door was on the opposite side.
One
And
door being guarded by the like merch people.
halberds. And it was this play about like three gay guys in an open relationship, and it was advertised. Need I say more? It was advertised as something that like breaks all stereotypes and like shows you what a true relationship between like free men is, and it turned out to be every stereotype you can think of. The reason the primal couple, that's not the word. The reason
Primal couple.
no, because you know how some
Primordial couple.
you know how some
Gay
people
caveman.
gay.
In a throuple. To be fair, I'd watch that. Like Flintstones.
I would watch Gay Flintstones.
Gay Flintstones.
I would
The
have.
Flintstones was pretty gay.
The women were way too hot for the men, and that's why that's how you know they
Yeah,
were.
but I
weird.
think Wilma was like a doll. Because she was like, you know, when
Continue.
you are so hot, you have to be a trans woman.
Yeah. I've met them in the smoking area.
And Wilma was that person.
Yeah, there's a level of like intentional work where I'm like, my God, you've put thoughts into this, and you have like a PhD in cunt. You're certified.
Yeah, you are certified.
You cannot be
can
fired.
Operate. There is a doctor on this flight.
You can operate this train, baby.
That's Wilma Flintstone.
It's one of my favorite tweet of all time. It's like, as a trans person, there comes a time when you reach a certain level of cuntiness that transphobia start to sound like dementia.
Or the other tweet is like, Happy Pride Month to all the men who accidentally join the community by dating trans women or something.
Yeah,
And that's Fred Flintstone.
Yeah.
And I'm loving every second of it.
my wife Riverfang X9 is taking me to the trans march, so I have to go because it's never Wilma. Although Wilma feels like a very trans woman.
Trans woman.
I
yeah.
feel like trans women names are either Nvidia graphic card or Bertha. Either sci-fi or period drama.
Yes. But I also kind of think that's true for when Chinese people choose their English names. It's either like Stanley or it's like Nintendo. Nintendo.
I love that game.
Bring that because because we grew up at a time when technology was advancing at such a rate that between the age of like 6 and 8 we went from Tamagotchi to Nintendogs. And if you think about that in like the grand sweep of human history, that's like a million years. In other periods of history, that's like a million years worth of human advancement.
That's like when people are like, oh, Cleopatra was closer to us than the pyramids of Giza.
Those kind of historical facts really piss me off.
What?
It's like when everyone's like the biggest desert in the earth is Antarctica.
That's not a desert. Okay.
It's
then,
not.
it's not a desert.
Okay, it's to do with rainfall. Fuck off. It's not a desert.
Yeah.
It's got no sand. It's not hot.
We know.
I don't give a fuck. It's not about rain. Don't piss me off with like reality.
You know exactly why you're asking this question with a fucking smirk.
Exactly. And it's like, oh, it's a continent as well. Fuck off. It's not.
I don't care. Kill yourself.
Yeah, literally leave me alone.
Yeah. So do you have any interesting fun facts about you?
Yeah, exactly. Have a fun existence.
Yeah.
And then maybe
Have a fun existence instead of
you
bringing up.
This is your crotch. Fucking biggest desert in the world.
You have nothing to
Shut
say.
up.
Do ketamine.
Do you know what we're edging closer to Lord Henry worldview right now?
He's just corroding
And
the
I
space.
came here as Dorian Gray, and I'm leaving Lord Henry. No, I came here as Sybil Vane, I think. this is
Who are you in Dorian Gray? Actually, that is a good question. You,
Sybil's mum.
Sybil's mom, whose role is to be just sad that her kids are leaving.
Do you know who she's giving? Katniss's mom in the Hunger Games.
Nothing.
Like shit absent mom. Like not even like a shit mum in like a entertaining kind
In a
of
fun way, yeah.
Just like sat in a room
Wallpaper.
with like a ticking clock and peeling wallpaper and like a thing of cabbage on the stove, and then she's forgot to light the stove. It's like, just fucking get your shit together. Just get one thing right, please.
You're right. You're leaving as Lord Henry.
Like, she was the blueprint for the Everdeen mom, whatever she was called.
The Everdeen.
That makes Sybil is so prim coded.
Sybil is so. That is the whole point. You died for no reason.
You died for absolutely no reason.
It's just tragic.
Like blonde, not blonde bombshell, blonde.
Probably not blonde bombshell from the one who's known to be 12.
Blonde, the
A new
blonde.
blonde. A new bombshell has entered the villa. A new bombshell has entered the villa, and it's Primrose Everdeen.
Fair, she did get killed by a bombshell, though.
Thank you so much for coming on this.
She's blonde, and she was killed by the bombshell in Catching Fire Part 2.
The bombshell part.
That's crazy.
No, that's nothing.
That's
That is nothing.
That's great analysis.
That is
That is
absolutely
such
not.
fucking good
Is
analysis.
she even blonde in the book?
She's blonde.
Because she's blonde in the movies.
She's like dirty blonde. But anyway, sorry. I think this is a really good point, actually. The veins are the Everdeens. Shit widowed mum doing nothing. Lovable, slightly irritating younger child who's doomed. And then that makes James... He's so Katniss.
He goes into the military. He is Katniss if he wasn't so good at a bow. What?
Right. If he was more coquettish, he'd be Katniss.
I think I had a stroke.
What? No, I kind of know what you're saying.
He's Katniss, but he just can't fire a bow and wasn't able.
Then he had Dorian Gray where he wanted him,
But
which
couldn't-
is at the end, but couldn't kill him in the same way that she couldn't kill President Snow when she kills President Coin instead.
Lob.
Miss Lob.
It's all
Miss Lob
it's all
herself.
connected.
It's all coming
Miss
back.
Lob herself.
Like, there's parallels there. I wonder if
So one day
Jennifer Jennifer Collins.
Jennifer Coolidge. Jennifer Coolidge.
Who wrote that?
So you're thinking
Jennifer No,
No, that's the actress, bitch.
Jennifer Collins.
No, that's another actress.
Gemma Collins.
You're thinking.
Who wrote?
Are you thinking of Jennifer Coolidge?
Who the fuck wrote them? Suzanne Collins.
They're Hunger Games.
Suzanne Collins.
I can't do a Jennifer Coolidge voice. They're Hunger Games.
Oh, damn it.
Damn it, President Snow.
Damn it, President Coin.
Prim.
You weren't meant to be so corrupt, god damn it.
Peter.
Peter.
They should have had Jennifer Coolidge in the Hunger Games.
What, as who? President Snow?
Primrose.
Blonde bombshell.
As
Miss Blonde bombshell
As
herself.
President Snow. No, as the guy who organized the arena.
Oh, Plutarch. No, yeah, Plutarch.
Plutarch Coolidge.
Once Philip Seymour Hoffman died, they should have just body doubled Jennifer Coolidge.
The body of Paulus Hoffman, the face of Jennifer Coolidge. Get the dogs.
13's under attack. Oh no.
She's not gonna last long.
Where's the sponsors?
Also, the cunty death scenes of Jennifer Coolidge being met with the poison berries at the end.
Yes. Oh my
I can
God,
imagine
yes.
the like zooming on her face as she realizes, I'm gonna have to eat the berry. Oh, fucking hell.
Who would Jennifer Coolidge play in Picture of Dorian Gray?
Dorian Gray.
Oh yeah.
Actually, genuinely, potentially Lord Henry.
Yeah, because it's not a million miles from White Lotus.
No.
Like the kind of complete detachment from reality. Or she could play James Cameron or whatever he's called, the guy who
James Cameron.
gets Avatar director. James
acclaimed award-winning director.
The guy, the mad scientist who disposes of Basil's body and then kills himself.
Yeah. I found that guy There was something very alluring in that, not that guy, but that situation of like, you owe me a debt.
Yeah, what the fuck was that?
Well, they
what
fucked.
did he know?
They fucked.
Do you think?
They 100% fucked. And that's why he has it of like, hey, I know this is what happens and I have proof somehow. Maybe he took a picture.
Kim K sex tape.
Kim K sex.
The fact that it wasn't divulged.
Yeah. Yeah, because he couldn't.
It's Easter eggs.
To me, that was that's my interpretation of it. George, I have a segment for you.
Oh, God. Okay.
I want to know what's classic to you. Rapid fire questions. Answer from the heart. True and quick.
Okay.
What's a classic caller to you? What about rapid fire do you not get?
I feel like we both got the blue memo, so I'm gonna say lapis lazuli.
Faggot. Because I thought you were just gonna say
Beat
blue.
that bitch.
Yeah, the gay guy
Lapis
working in art.
lazuli. Well, it's not lapis.
It's not lapis, is it? Yeah, cerulean.
It's cerulean.
Fuck off. Gay guy working in architecture. I'm gonna say lapis lazuli. What?
Lapis lazuli, final answer.
Lock it in.
Let me get in the crouch position.
Yeah. Classic thing to do when you're tired.
Wank.
Classic jacket to wear when it's cold.
Classic jacket to wear when it's cold.
Yeah. Describe
the Cheryl Cole military jacket from the Fight for This Love X Factor performance when her mic was broken and she went. And that was like the whole audio just. That jacket's iconic. If they haven't sold that to charity.
I've never seen that. I'm doing some research after this. Classic movie.
Oh, Christ. Thelma and Louise, probably.
Classic moment to have a cigarette.
Outside a mainline station.
Why?
Because it's one of the few times where you're not kind of consuming something else at the same time, be it a coffee, wine. It is just you at 10 a.m. dodging pigeon shit, pretending that you bummed this from someone else so you can't give someone one. You know, it's like, it's kind of you against the elements.
And it's also meditative.
And it's so meditative. And you're shepherded into the most basically zoo attraction kind of setup behind these fences, designated area. It's beautiful.
Classic thing to notice in the mirror. It was an attempt at making it vaguely Dorian Gray themed.
Do you know what? It's like a paint. It's like a picture behind you, be on its fucking command hook that's just about to give out, and it's gone slightly wonky. And in that moment, you have to make that decision: are you going to straighten up and probably rip the command hook off the wall, or are you just going to leave it?
Is this about me? Motherfucker! You come into my home.
No, I was earlier today. Before we came into the studio, I was marveling at how straight and well spaced. This makes it sound like I'm over.
Yeah, overcompensating. It's like, no, I love the.
I was actually thinking about how straight they were looking earlier.
Yeah,
I actually texted Adam about it. And also in our flat, we don't actually have a full length mirror. And we've got a really heavy mirror that's about this high, leaning against the wall, and then we've got like a small one on the wall in the bedroom, and the one low down's in the hall. So you have to run between them. So you have to look at your trousers and then keep that mental image in your head, run into the bedroom, and then look at your top, and then put it together.
Is that why?
Hence this.
Classic thing to say when things are tough.
This is really fucking shit. And no one has ever suffered as much as me.
I love going through minor inconvenience and being like, this is like being crucified.
The kind of delicious tragedy of it all. And you're like, I genuinely know how my prehistoric ancestors felt being chased down by a woolly mammoth or something. Or plunging to their death, trying to pick up dodo eggs. That is the level of stress that I'm under.
Classic London diva.
Well, there's the kind of nighttime people. And do you know what? There is descriptions in Dorian Gray of when he's going to Whitechapel to the opium den. And it's people in dark corners cackling with no teeth. And I'm like, that's literally outside Bethnal Green Working Men's Club at 2 a.m. When you're having to walk 100 meters to the designated Uber place, because if you make a single noise, they're going to lose their license forever.
And the Uber will not get close to that place.
The Uber's not coming.
He's like, I'm not. They know better than that.
I was 4 hours on the bus. But I love those nighttime characters, amazing people. And then in the day,
Have you ever been on the tube on the way back home from a night out and there's a woman in like 17 inches heel standing and you're sitting because you've been on the tube already. And the tube is packed and she's not asking anything. She's just standing there. But you know she's in pain.
Yeah.
And she's just looking at you.
Yeah.
And you're a man in flats. So at one point you go like, hey girl, do you want to sit?
Do you offer?
I do.
Do you crack under the pressure? You can't crack. That's how they get you. It's like the fucking baby on board badge.
No, that I don't stand for.
Fuck off.
That I don't. So that's the thing. Heels, I'll be like,
prove it. Show me an ultrasound, and I might get up.
Okay, daytime diva, you were gonna say?
Harangued, exhausted looking, frazzled, mid-30s, prepped / Farmer J / like Oni Poke bowl carrying AirPods in, but one's died, so it's only playing in one ear, and it's like some fucking like mindfulness podcast.
You are strong. You are powerful.
You are wanted. This is the life you've worked hard for. Try and enjoy every moment.
Be here now.
Do you know? It's like that. I think is where the frazzled English woman has ended up. You know, as cost of living has got so expensive. You know, it's no longer Kate Winslet like living in some loft or like Bridget Jones living in Borough Market.
Classic person to talk to in the smoking area of the club.
Like 21 and slightly unhinged, but weirdly wise.
Because usually the unhingedness means that they've had to mature.
I think it's more like soothsayer energy.
You're looking for a 21-year-old soothsayer in the smoking area of the club.
They're more common than you'd think.
What's the outfit? What's the look?
Like Lola Young.
Oh, okay.
You know
I'm there.
I mean?
I'm exactly there. Classic gay icon.
Oh man, Amelia Earhart.
What? Yeah.
Going down or not,
but on your own terms.
On your own terms. Like going missing in such a over the top way.
Gay.
Is so gay.
Yeah.
And being a true, genuine pioneer and being remembered for fucking it up. What could be gayer?
What could be gay? That's a beautiful answer. Classic faux pas in British culture.
Answering the question, you're right.
Okay, I'm reevaluating a lot of interactions I've had over the last 10 years.
Look, it's a learned behaviour, and it is a question, but answering it is the biggest faux pas, because then you've got to fucking listen to how someone is.
Keep on
You're
walking.
right.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Oh, actually, no, I don't get Oh, let me stop you there. Thank you so much. What were you just about to answer that?
You pointing. Were you just about to answer that? That's crazy. Never do that again. Bless your heart.
Bless your heart.
Bless your heart. And finally, classic thing to say at the end of a podcast episode.
It really helps us out. Isn't it? It's like there's some sort of instruction, and then it really helps us out, because it's like rate us, refer us, come to our fucking live show at like Wembley Stadium.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. At the O2.
Really, it's like, I think at that point you don't need help. You're
Yeah.
selling out like a 50,000 seat venue. I
Yeah.
don't think you really need the help anymore.
We don't need to sell
But
keychains.
it's the classic thing. It really helps us out. Buy our shit merch.
George, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you.
It was such a blast.
It's been an absolute pleasure.
It's been so much fun.
Please invite me back.
Anytime.